Get ready.
Hey there, Marvel heroes, and welcome back to another Hawkeye review episode. So we're going to go for episode 4 today, which came out today, and is called Partners, Am I Right? So yeah, we're going to kick off with that. First of all, we're going to do some spoilers free. It's not going to be that many, and then we're going to go into spoiler territory. So let's head on over to me here. Hello. Yes, so today's episode was called Partners, Am I Right? Now, something I'm just going to mention about the titles and things, because I've just finished watching season 3 of Lost in Space, and every time they have a title to the episode, they have to put it in several times. I was watching it, and like the last episode's called Trust, and I think they must have said it about 5 times, and it's like, Trust. It's like, okay, that's the title of the episode, yeah. With this one, with Hawkeye, I think they mention it once or something like that, or maybe not even mention the title of the episode in it at all, which is a lot better to me. But anyway, yeah, let's carry on. So, spoiler free first of Hawkeye episode 4. I thought, again, comedy in this is just so on point and where it's needed, because there were several points in this episode where it was very emotional, but you had like a bit of comedy before that, and then you it come in with the emotional scenes, and then you had a bit of a gap, and then there was some comedy again in this. So they know it's like you can't be like all ha 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 ha, ha all the time, and you can't go ha 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 dumb and leave it there. You got to bring it back up again. So I thought that is brilliant, that the way they've sorted all that for there. The music got a bit darker in the post-credit scene. I found, not the post-credit scene, the animated credits. So yeah, it's like what's gonna happen in the next 2 episodes? We've only got 2 more episodes now left, so that is a bit of a strange one there. That it's like, oh, it's not strange. It's like it happens in every single one of the Marvel series. It's like the penultimate one usually gets a bit storytelly, but it's like it's building up then, and then the last one is usually the full-on action-packed one. And I think this is going to be exactly the same. We are introduced to another character. It's not a new character. It is a new character if you've seen something else, another MCU program or film. So it's not it's not a brand new character, but it is relatively new. So you're introduced to them in this episode, and clearly next week's is going to be the backstory for that, I think, and tying everything together, ready for the big push at the end to finalize it all, and the big battle at the end. So that's going to be pretty cool storytelling, because we've had quite a bit of action in this. There's been I think the pacing on this whole series so far has been great, and this episode is no different. It's like 50 minutes went like that because it was paced so well, with the action, with the storytelling. It's not a lot of action. This one was mainly storytelling, but there was still action in as well, which was really cool. And it literally picks up directly from where last week's episode ended, and that's why the thumbnail is that one, because it was in last week's and in this week's. What else can I say that's spoiler free? I don't know. This new character's name is now in the animated credits at the end, not just the scroll. So that's pretty cool. How they done that. Yeah. I'm just going to go into spoilers, because there's lots to talk about in the spoiler section. So if you haven't watched it yet and you don't want any spoilers, then I do recommend clicking the pause button and then go and watch it, and then come back and watch the rest of it and pop down your comments and let me know what you thought. But we're just going to carry on now with the spoiler section. I warmed a little bit to Jack in this episode, the stepdad, because like when Hawkeye gets caught by Jack in there, and the mother comes around, and they all sit around a table, and they have a bit of a conversation about them. It's like, Kate's helping you with an Avenger level threat. He's like, well, it's not quite Avenger level, but blah blah blah. And then Jack's just there with a big grin on his face, and he goes, thank you for saving the world. And it's like, Hawkeye just looks at him, he's like, it's okay. It's like, that's what I mean by the comedy. It's like, it's subtle. It's like, it's got this serious moment and everything, and they just put that in there, and that's it then. They just leave it at that. So it's really cool. And the problem with Jack is there's so much emphasis on him. It's like, he's the wrong one, he's the wrong one. It's like, Hawkeye finds out now that he is the CEO of a company that's funding the tracksuit gang, and we knew the tracksuit gang were going to be in on that auction thing, because he stole the sword, and I think he wanted the Ronin sword and suit for himself, really, but he couldn't afford it because he doesn't have any money. So I think the emphasis on him being the bad guy is a bit too much, really. So I think they just like go in, he's the bad guy, he's the bad guy, he's the bad guy, and then the bad guy comes in and goes, hello, here. So yeah, I don't think he is going to be the big bad, but I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. I don't think he's the uncle. Again, I think Kingpin is still the uncle. Whether we're going to see that, who knows? Maybe they'll just subtly mention it, and then we get to see him in Spider-Man. Who knows? So I'm in two minds at the moment. Do I watch next week? Because I'm going to watch Spider-Man at 10:30 in the morning. That's the earliest I could get tickets for. And do I watch Hawkeye first, or do I watch Spider-Man first? I'm not too sure whether they're going to intertwine, but Disney have been known to do that. It's like with The Mandalorian, when Rise of Skywalker came out and Rey used her healing powers. The episode where Grogu uses his powers to heal came out that same week. So I can't remember which one came first. I think the film came first and then the series came after. So that was quite interesting to see that they brought that out exactly the same week together. So whether they're going to do that with Spider-Man, and that's why it's up until the 22nd. Maybe on the 22nd we'll get to see Kingpin, who is in Spider-Man. Who knows? I will be doing a review next week on both the Hawkeye episode and Spider-Man on Wednesday, so make sure to click the subscribe button and check that one out. We'll check both of them out. But going back to Hawkeye episode 4, I found the mother was very patronising when leading Clint to the elevator, saying it's like, I'm guessing you got children and blah 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 blah, and it's like, I don't want her to get hurt, blah 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 blah. I just found that really patronising, and I think you could see that on his face as well. He's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Because obviously Kate is big enough. It's like, oh, I'm working with an Avenger, and Clint's like, no, you're not working with me. You are the mission. I got to keep you safe to try and stop people trying to kill you. But Kate can't see that, really. And at the end as well, it's like he says that they're never partners and blah blah, which was quite interesting. Another thing with Jack as well is the reason I am warm into him is like, it's like life is short. You never know what you're gonna get. So obviously, the proper saying is life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. But they say it's like, oh, you always get those things wrong and blah blah blah. And it was a nice little dancing scene and things with the mother and Jack. And I still think the mother is a bit of a wrong one. And originally I thought the masked person at the end that was fighting Clint was going to be the mother for some reason. I was like, maybe she's trained to fight people and things like that, and she's like a wrong one. But then I was thinking, and when she used these zapper things on Maya, I was like, nope, that is definitely that person. It's definitely Yelena from Black Widow. So if you haven't watched the Black Widow film, I highly recommend you do watch it, and you watch the post-credit scene, just to know what is going on and why this Black Widow has been sent to to attack Clint. Kill or attack, or just attack, who knows, because she did kind of just give up towards the end, and whether that is just her assessing the situation that she can't defeat him right now, or whether she was just toying with him and saying, what's going on? It's like, I've been sent to kill this guy, but I just want to know a bit more, because obviously Natasha was Clint's best friend, so why would he kill him? So maybe that's what's going on in her head. I think that is what episode 5 is going to be all about. I think Clint and Yelena are going to meet up and have a chat, and then we'll see then her true intentions, who actually hired her, because we saw in the Black Widow trailer who was talking to her about Clint. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting one there. Another bit of a comedy thing, which I found hilarious, just before they brought the tone right down, was with Clint Kate saying about the boomerang arrows, and he was like, and Clint was just like, they're gonna come back, and she's like saying, yeah, so you want to lose your trick arrows? Like, they're gonna come back. It's like, would you really want an exploding arrow coming back towards you? Probably not. And it was quite interesting that was saying that they're not ordinary arrows. You don't just put the tips on the end of these arrows. So apparently the arrows are special as well, not just the tips. And then Clint does open up a bit to Kate about Natasha and his family during the blip. And she then figures out that he was the Ronin. So yeah, that's quite interesting there. A little bit more comedy with the cop coming in with a bag, and it's like takes the arrow and like, oh, this is my bag. Didn't you bring a bag? It's like, my wife made this for me. And it's like, it's embroidered on there and stuff. So again, it's like little subtle stupid humor, but I like it. I really liked it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then we get right to the end then. So it's a lot of storytelling and backstory and things like that. And then we get to the actiony parts. So it's really cool in Maya's apartment, and they see that now it's hitting home with Clint that his family is in danger now, because they know him. Because the whole part of the Avengers, like, you never knew about his family until I think it was Age of Ultron, I think, where they needed to hide, and nobody knew about his family. And they have kept that secret up until now, but obviously they've been keeping tabs on him, and they've noticed that he's got kids, know how old they are, and blah blah blah. So his family probably are in danger in the next 2 episodes, and he's probably gonna have to save them to save Christmas. And then Maya fights Kate in the apartment, and Clint activates the zipline. And I thought the zipline fail was brilliant, because she was like, they had hanging in, and like, and it's like trying to zip down it. And I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, it's like the bit where Kate does get kicked off the roof, and obviously it is that scene in Endgame where Natasha's fallen off, and Clint jumps after her and notices that she's attached by a cord, so she wasn't being killed. She was kicked off the roof to be incapacitated from the battle, and Clint's, you can see the relief a little bit on his face, and then he just tells her to go and cuts the thing, so he just wants her to leave. But she comes back, and you get to see that Yelena is fighting Maya, so they're not working together, they are definitely working against each other. So that's quite interesting there. So it's like there's no allegiance there, so it's clearly 2 different forces at work against Hawkeye. But yeah, so Florence Pugh's name is in the animated credits now, so she will probably be with us for the next 2 episodes, which is good. Like I said last week, I was wondering when they were going to bring her in, because she kind of needs quite a bit of screen time with it, and So we've got like what, probably another hour and 40 left. So we got pretty much a movie length left now of the whole series. So I think she will get quite a bit of screen time in there. My theory is that they'll have this heart-to-heart, and she'll realise then that he wasn't to blame for Natasha's death, but she'll still play it strongly, and she's like, oh yes you are, and blah blah. And I think at the last moment then she will help out when the big bad is revealed, I think, and help Hawkeye to put an end to it all, really. But yeah, that's my review of Hawkeye episode 4. I'm loving this series so far, I really am. It's like, it really boils down to home and things. I got down on here as well about Hawkeye icing up because he's getting older now, and I can feel for him there, definitely. But no, it's like, it's pretty cool. I really liking this series. Definitely there's not going to be another series unless it's just going to be a series with Kate, and then Clint might have some cameos in it, or Jeremy Renner will have cameos in it, because I think Hawkeye is done now. It's like he's aching, he's old, he just wants to spend time with his family. Well, he's not old, he's older, and he's got he needs hearing aid and things, so he's not as tip-top as he used to be. So I think he is going to pass the torch on now, which is fine. It's like he's had his time, and I think the whole point of all these MCU shows is to set up the new ones and to put to bed some of the older ones, apart from Loki, who just seems to be continuing on and on. And in other news with Spider-Man, so Sony have announced that they're going to be 3 more Tom Holland movies after No Way Home, because apparently people are saying that No Way Home is Spider-Man's endgame. But no, Sony and Marvel have come to another agreement that they've got another 3 movies with Tom Holland. So whether that's going to include Venom and Mobius, possibly Blade, because Marvel are bringing Blade in as well. Who knows? I think that would be really cool if they do start that. It's like, just use the Spider-Verse, just the Spider-Verse characters there, and just keep it like that, instead of bringing it into the MCU. It's cool when they do entwine with everyone, but I think we've had that now. We've had that massive narrative there. I think we need to bring it back in and just have certain things intertwine with each other, not everything. So I think Spider-Man's had his day now with the MCU, with that one. So bring him into the Spider-Verse now. Bring Miles Morales in, bring Spider-Gwen in there and things like that. I think that would be really cool to see all that. But that is it, guys. I'm going to leave you there. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button and the notification bell. And check out our other videos. So tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, is it? Let's have a think. No, next week we're gonna have next week. Sorry, I'm getting my weeks mixed up now. But next week, I'm gonna do a little video on the Christmas collection on Disney Plus. So you just have a little look at that, and we just have a bit of a chat. I might do it as a live, or I might do it pre-recorded. Who knows? But that is it, guys. Don't forget to check out Johnny's Doctor Who videos. He's done all the reviews now for the entire Doctor Who Flux series. So go check those out. And also we brought out Who News early this month because we haven't done a PS5 update this month. Not a lot's happened. So we thought, let's just leave that there this month, and we'll come back next year with all new stuff. Hopefully. But yes, thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.